Thank you, Rob. And just before we start, I think Jason and I were reflecting on how this partnership came about, and it was actually during COVID. We were in lockdown in Qatar. We were spending a lot of times on MS Teams, just talking about what could we do with the wider partnership between the state of Qatar and CONCACAF. And it's amazing to see, after a couple of years, our impact and what we were able to kind of come together, and both of our shared visions coming together, and using that shared vision in terms of using sports, and specifically football here, or soccer I should say, to kind of create social development in different communities around the world, but also looking at specific needs of those communities and how those needs could be addressed through sports. And again, the mega sporting event from our perspective, as my colleague Fatma mentioned, it wasn't just a World Cup for Qatar, it was a World Cup for the region and for the world. And Generation Amazing was founded in the early stages of the bid for the World Cup. But since 2022, we've been able to reach 75 million countries. We've impacted 1 million lives of young boys and girls across the world. And we started off working with refugee populations and internally displaced people across the Middle East in the beginning. And despite growing to become a global foundation, our dedication to the initial cause has not changed. And before touching on the partnership with CONCACAF, I would like to highlight that GA is providing psychosocial support through sports to Gazan medical evacuees currently receiving treatment in the state of Qatar, and providing them with the opportunity to bond with one another despite their hardship and trauma. Additionally, we have partnered with Palestine Sports for Life that previous to the humanitarian crisis we are witnessing unfold was operating in both Gaza and the West Bank. And this is a dedication to provide those in need with crucial sports-based education programming transfers to all of our programs globally. And then, obviously, by joining forces with CONCACAF to look at grassroots football for development programming across the CONCACAF region, this partnership empowered the CONCACAF MAs to enhance grassroots coach curriculum and equipping local coaches to deliver dynamic, safe, and engaging football sessions for youth. And then this partnership, I would also like to highlight, is a bridge between the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 legacy and the anticipation of the FIFA World Cup 2026. And the collaboration showcased is the unifying power of football, and that all of us, as part of the football for the goals, partners, understand and strive for. And then the partnership with CONCACAF, I just want to say this, and Jason is going to go into more details around, the different countries and the level of impact that we've reached to date. But we're in over 20 member associations to date, and we anticipate reaching all the 41 member associations under CONCACAF by 2026. And the aim is to train 1,000 football coaches, and then to reach 100,000 youth throughout the CONCACAF region by 2026. We also have a video and a slideshow, but I don't know if that's, yeah. Sports has the power to change people's lives, but we can't do it alone.
Football can speak to people in a way that not many things can. Our alignment with Generation Amazing, they have that same vision.
We have a curriculum that's aligned with UN Sustainable Development Goals that we launched.
We created a curriculum aligned with what Generation Amazing have done around the world.
We have a coaching program that aims to embed some of these skills and values in youth globally.
How do we use football as a vehicle for social change? Through sports and the delivery of sports, we can engage young people. Of course, it's about the access to sports, but it's actually about capacity building people. So an outcome is a volunteer network across all 41 different countries.
We can all do it together and increase from 75 countries to reach every single country and every single underprivileged kid in every single community around the world.
We're going to be left with volunteers who understand sports, understand how to interact with young people. We also believe that there'll be a wider impact throughout the region.
CONCACAF Generation Amazing came together to deliver, this amazing legacy project, and we call for like-minded partners with the same shared vision of using sports to uplift lives and to change people's lives to join us on this journey.
before my friend Nasser continues with the presentation, I just wanted to take this moment just to say what a pleasure it is to be here in a room of colleagues and friends from the football family, also from different sports. I can't say how much I've been inspired by what's been discussed today and the opportunities in regards to the partnerships that can be created within this room. One of the main things, and I'm sure you've all been a part of this as an organization, when you sit down with a partner, is in which way can you align? Do they share your values? Do they share your vision on how you can actually use your organizations to change people's lives? And in Generation Amazing, what we found was a partner not just focused on the equipment giveaways, or not just focused on the positioning and the PR, but actually the real work of investing in communities and investing in people. And I think for any sustainable program, it's that investment in the human capital and the communities which is really vitally important. And I think that our project has a large mandate and a big vision, which is, as Nasser mentioned, delivering to 100,000 people and ensuring that 1,000 coaches are a part of this project. What do we leave behind? Well, we hope we leave an ecosystem of people who are capacity built and able to take not only football for social change, but sports for social change, and continue to drive development forward in the way that many of you do here today. So as we go through the presentation, I hope that we can show you what we've done, but also learn from you and find ways to align in light of the great work with Football for the Goals. And I'm very proud, under our mandate from our President, Victor Montagliani, to ensure that we are part of the Football for the Goals, to be part of these conversations.
Yeah, so I mean, just to recap, I think we mentioned this already, but you know, we've been able to reach 20 member associations as of 2021, but we're also looking at, you know, the next 10 member associations we're trying to roll out in 10 countries per year, and this project, you know, is anticipated to last until 2026. As Jason mentioned, you know, it's 1,000 coaches that are being trained with the resources and the curriculum that we've developed together, and you know, obviously with a purpose to empower the next generation. Do you want to do that?
So this is something that we're extremely proud about, and I spoke about alignment in values and vision. Whilst we were extremely happy to be able to collaborate in regards to giving away balls and giving away goals and T-shirts, etc., it was how are we going to actually deliver and make a sustainable change in people's lives. So through the development of a curriculum, a co-developed curriculum which focused on football for social change, also focused on the role of a coach, as well as delivering sustainable and development football sessions. One of the main things I want to highlight is our focus on child protection and safeguarding. We have a very diverse region within the CONCACAF mandate, whether it's USA, Mexico, Canada, the whole of Central America, Guatemala, Belize, as well as in Caribbean. And what we found in our delivery through the schools is that many coaches were actually the teachers. And what we were delivering, especially in the area of child safeguarding, really helped them in their everyday lives, in their work, but also as individuals and community leaders. So I was very proud of the fact that our delivery of the curriculum was wider than just football.
Yeah, and then something else to mention also is the alignment with SDGs, and obviously, you know, both CONCACAF and Generation Amazing, you know, we believe that, you know, sports as a tool could accelerate the achievement of SDGs, and everything we do on the pitch, and you know, it's so different when you have, you know, the kids and youth, you know, kind of on the pitch rather than in a classroom setting, for example, or any other venue. I think, you know, when they sit on the pitch and they reflect with the coach and they sit in a circle, it's a much safer environment. It's, you know, they're open, they're able to express their thoughts and opinions. And then that's why we've also introduced the psychosocial support and mental health work that we're doing with WHO and FIFA around this, you know, specifically using sports, because we really believe that sports has that, you know, has that power to kind of tackle those issues in society. And then just the workflow. Do you want to do this slide?
Yeah, so very briefly, we implemented the Train the Trainer program, which actually meant that we delivered the curriculum to individuals within the country who were able to deliver that onto the coaches and the volunteers, creating that volunteer network and creating an opportunity for them to take that sport for development ecosystem that had been developed and hopefully go forward with other opportunities in the sport for development ecosystem.
And then year one countries, obviously we have, the list over here: Guatemala, Belize, the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Saint Martin, the Dominica, Saint Lucia, Saint Vincent, and the Grenadines. And these are sort of, countries that received kind of the training and the capacity building, and they've kind of all created, sort of community programs since then, and they've kind of taken this and elevated the program to, working with the MA, working with CONCACAF as well. And we're really proud of these achievements and the impact we've had. This is a specific case study on the Dominican Republic. I don't know.
Correct. And just in closing, because I think this is the part that we wanted to really highlight, in that somebody said earlier, if you build it, they will come. And in regards to what we've done, what we found is that in the Dominican Republic, because of the work that we've been doing, engaging the member association, bringing the support of Generation Amazing and CONCACAF, is that the Department of Education, the Department of Sport have got involved. And now, even though we brought funding for 25 schools, we're now delivering in 45 schools. In Belize, we've had other non-for-profit organizations and governmental support to make sure that our delivery is not just to football coaches, but to sports coaches across the country, and help them to implement physical education within the curriculum. So I think that's the wider impact of what we're doing with our program, and we look forward to it being grown to all 41 of our member associations. Thank you.